Good morning, YouTubers. Oh, today, coming live to you from Shreddbox Customz. I know it's backwards on your screen. Sorry about that. We're going to talk about a little bit of controversial stuff. I got a few brands in the house I want to add in. I am not sponsored, so let's get that out of the way. We're going to bring you a few different amp wiring kits we're going to go over today. I want to show you a little bit about it. Not teach, but see what you think, get your input, show you some different things, show you what I use, what I prefer, what I have found that customers are happy with, and hopefully we'll all learn something. So all these kits are, I found whatever I could under they're all under like 70, 80 bucks, okay? So I think the Soundbox kit that I'm going to do, it does come with a 2.5 farad capacitor. I think it's right on the $80 mark. I'll try to post some links, whatever, so we can get some legit prices. In the end, you all need to do your own research. You need to look up things. I'm just trying to teach you something, learn from some mistakes that I learned, show you things I like, what I don't like. This is my personal opinion. Y'all got something better? Any manufacturers out there, you want to send it to me? I'll review it, and I'll tell you exactly what I think about it. Until then, these are unsponsored. This is what I've bought. This is what I've used in the past. My in-house brand is not here. I'm sorry. It is my in-house brand, so Scar Audio's install kit will not be here. I will be featuring some of their wire, but their 4-gauge amp kit will not be in this video. Sorry about that. So, with all ado, let's get moving. We're going to start off with this is the Soundbox 4-gauge amplifier install kit. Now, like I said, this one does come with a 2.5 farad capacitor. All right there if you want to look it up. All right, like I said, I'm not sponsored. So let's start with some wire. All right, so here we go. First of all, this is your Soundbox ground cable. This is 4-gauge. It's got, your hard plastic shielding. I hope y'all can see that. Light in here pretty much stinks. It is copper clad. Okay, see that mix? All right, so just get that out of the way. I know a lot of you and me, are against copper clad, and but for cheap installs, as I say, let's say under $1,200 installs, this right here does just fine for a couple thousand watts. This ain't big boys. This ain't the big three. This is just basic installs. All right, so with your Soundbox here, this is your 4-gauge power. Same kind of coating. Your old school. I don't want to call this plastic. It is a rubber of some kind, but just letting you see here. Okay, so basic. Not bad. Not the greatest in the world. It is copper clad. Okay, so you make your decision. See, it is copper wire, but it's a clad. Okay, I'm giving you, this is a sample piece I had left over from a cap setup, so just letting you see that here. So power, ground, we went over. Let's put the ground on top so we can see it a little better here. Right now we're going with Soundbox. Okay, so next in line I think is our RCAs. These are your basics. It does say Soundbox twisted pair signal cable. Okay, not a whole lot going on here, just your basics. They will work. You're a couple thousand watts, you ain't gonna have any issues. These aren't meant to carry a lot of voltage, but for the money, you know, for the buck, I think they're okay, not bad. All right, this box, this install kit comes with 12 gauge wire. Now this wire is not bad. Now it is copper clad, as you can see, 12 gauge. See if I can get you there. Say sound box 12 gauge. Not bad wire at all. Let's see, I think I have some of this already open right here. See if I can get you a close-up. Not bad wire. You know, it's copper clad. It is what it is for what it is. For the money though, hey, it's not that big a deal. I think it's all right. You know, if you're going to go up and, you know, try to reach pro status or SPL status, you're going to want to get away from this copper clad wire. Just saying. But for this demo, hey, this demonstration, this kit's not bad. So, all right, moving on. Next in line, we have the fuse that comes with this set. Now, this is my least favorite thing out of the whole box. I'm not a big fan of this style of fuse. Yeah, old school, they worked. They're just cheap, blah, blah, blah. I think this one is, it's maybe 100 amps. We could always take it apart and see. I think it does come with a 100 amp fuse. So, right here, customer had one. We went ahead and put it in. This is 2 days, you know, at bumping at about 1200 watts. You know, it just fried it. So, you know, not something you really want to keep around. Or if you're wanting to do, you know, a couple thousand watts, I would suggest upgrading this. But that's up to you. So, that right there concludes, and that is the sound box set. Now, I think this is the most, I don't have the farad capacitor. I had to yank it to put it on a customer's vehicle. But it does come with one, so keep that in mind. The rest of these do not, but this one does come with the 2.5 farad capacitor, which is low level. Okay, let me get clear. This is a capacitor, not a super capacitor, okay? Super capacitors are like batteries, totally different. Okay, this whole kit's $88. A super capacitor is about 400 bucks, so just keep that in mind. All right? All right, so right now we're gonna clip this, and we're gonna go on. That was the sound box 4 gauge. I have the DS18 amp kit 4 gauge. I don't really have a number for this one. Sorry, it's not on the box like the other one. If y'all want to look it up, it's easy to look up. No worries. Like I said, I'm not sponsored. This is just some stuff I use that customers ask for. Let's see here if we can get a number for y'all. Number you may be able to scan in, and let's get you a barcode here. All right, DS18.com. Y'all can look it up. This is just a 4 gauge, you know, regular kit here. So moving forward, the wire. This is a copper clad wire, but it's a soft rubber coating. Pulling through firewalls, dashes, kick panels, all that kind of stuff, this wire pulls phenomenal. The only thing I will say is it skins easier, but hey, look, if you're used to doing this and you're not a noob or a greenhorn to this whole game, you're pulling wires so you don't skin it anyway. I'm trying to get to focus. It does not like to because it's shiny, but it is a copper. There you go, copper clad wire. I like it. It's big and red. See if I can get you some numbers on here. This is a 4 gauge, high current flex. Well, this is a power cable. We're not using this for ground, obviously. Now, the ground cable is the same thing. It's just marked, you know, same power ground 4 gauge. Solid black, but it's that soft coating. Very easy to work with. So if you're going to go with copper clad in the price range, check this out. I think that I like this wire. There's some other things I don't like about this kit, so stay with me, and we're going to cover that too. Let me zoom out a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing here. I'm freehanding this, so no judgment. All right, no judgment. Okay. This probably looks very familiar. Here's your RCAs. You see something very familiar here? What? Okay. So these are look to me the exact that you get with the Soundbox kit, except the DS18s. I believe are labeled on the inside. Yeah, I see twisted pair, DS18. Well, I should have done my homework, had this ready before we got started, huh? Anyway, I don't know if it actually says DS18, but it does say the twisted pair. See if I can get you guys in here to see it. Twisted pair. Anyway, same cable, different name, okay? At the end of the day, same crap, you know. I don't want to call it crap. Same stuff, you know, different label. So, moving on. Now, here's the least of my favorite in this kit, and I don't know what happened here. It really throws me. So, you make your decision. This is the wire that they sent with this kit. You guys see anything wrong with this? Okay, anywho, let's look at some gauge here. With their amp kit, they sent me 16 gauge speaker wire. Not 12. Not 12. 16. You see a difference here? This is not a full roll. The red, the DS18. But do you see the difference here? Okay, very disappointed. I'm not really sure what's up with that. Now, I do love the rubber coating on this wire, and it splits real easy. It's easy to work with, but it is very lacking. So DS18, you want to reach out to me, help me with this, please, okay? I know this is sort of a low-level install, but, you know, 12 gauge is I think, bare minimum. If you're going to run subs, you need 12s. You need 12, at least 12 gauge, you know. Yeah, we're not SPLing, you know, running up to 10, 8, you know, whatever. All right, moving on a little bit. I won't harp on that too long. Sorry about that. Here's the fuse that comes with this. These are my least favorite, but they are better than the old tube style, okay? These little fuses, I can't remember what they're called. They start with an M, I believe. Pain in the butt, okay? I guess they are readily available for the most part. But y'all make the decision. And this is only 80 amp, I believe. I believe green is 80. I think these are only 80 amps too. So, you know, I mean, yeah, that's 100, 120, and that's 80, but man, you need to up your game. So, I have one that's blowed. I have one that's not blowed. You know, I keep them for comparison. They will be on the new demo wall that's coming soon, just so y'all can know. But, all right, that was a DS18 kit. Power, ground, RCA, speaker cable, and fuse link. Okay, we're going to move on to the third and final. Well, we're actually going to have four because I'm going to show you what I install with. My preference. EAPRMK. This is a 4-gauge wiring kit. High grade. It says premium amplifier. Okay, anyway. So, wire. This kit does come with a terminal lead, and it's already got some shrink wrap on it, I think, which is a big plus. I'm not a fan of the galvanized leads, but you know, hey, this is small time right here, so I won't judge too much. The cable is pretty nice. It flexes. Let's go ahead and compare. This is a copper clad wire, 4-gauge, but I think all in all, with the softer coating, that it's already terminaled, I think that's really cool. So, you know, I don't have a ground wire. Sorry, I don't know what I did with it, so I'm missing that. But it's going to be basic. You know, it's going to be this kind of, but it's softer. So we'll just, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Moving on to RCAs. I haven't seen a set like this. Pretty cool the way they're wrapped inside. See the spiral, how they're wrapped in there. But all at the end of the day, I think they're a little bit better. They're a more solid with a terminal, but, you know, hey, they're the same thing. They're a different color plastic. They're just not clear where you can see through them like the other ones. So I think just, you know, they look cool, but basic entry level, you know, nothing real special going on there. Okay, so wire. I think the wire is pretty decent. This is a 12 gauge. It is copper clad. Yep. Okay, let's not hide that. But it's easy. It's bendable, flexible. You can split it easy. No problem there. And I think it's just for all around, it's a decent 12 gauge wire. As far as numbers, I don't know that I've seen numbers on this. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay, let's get there. Just want to prove. Let's see, where does it say 12 gauge? Sorry about that. Well, it just says Elite. Can I get you to focus there? Elite Audio, high performance. Lost it. There it is. Speaker, cable. It is 12 gauge. I don't know why it's not showing. But you can take my word for it. It is 12 gauge, so not bad there, really. Oh, here's where it lacks. Now look at this thing. What is this? What? Like, I mean, y'all can't see the difference. Like, okay, here's the DS18. what are we doing here? You know, like, I got lost, you know. You got good wire, good, you know, decent stuff, good 12 gauge. And then, what is this? I mean, I don't know. Amperage. This says it's 100 amps. Straight fuse. Like I said, I like the knife better than the tube style, but still these little fuses, they're getting harder to come by, and they're just, you know, they're not up to par. So this was Elite Audio. I think it's one of the more expensive ones, actually. You guys can look this up and figure out your own. You know, I'm not here to talk prices and stuff. I'm just here to talk quality and what I think about the kits and give you guys an overall. So we did the sound box. All right. We did the DS18. Okay. And then we did the Elite Audio. All right. So the next things I'm going to show you is a little bit about what I like to install, what kind of wire I like to use, and the quality that I think is a little better. So stick around. Here we go. All right, so this next one's going to be a little bit different. I have a preference on things I like to use. Nobody says it is what the par is or what is the best. I normally let the customer pick out their quality of stuff. That's why I keep amp kits in stock. You know, I keep sound processors in stock. I keep a couple of amps. You know, some different kinds of mat. We're going to be doing a mat video pretty soon. Man, there's some sailed mat that's coming around on Amazon. Oh, everybody's talking about it. I don't know. I'm pretty much a die-hard kill mat, but I read some tests that said kill mat came in at like 11%. I don't know if I believe that, because kill mat works good. So we're going to do a video on that, and we're going to get into that, and we're going to talk about it. But right now, I want to turn you guys around, and I want to show you some products that I like to use. You know, and just let you make your own, you know, decision about what you think. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It helps us immensely. It puts us in the algorithm. It shows that people like us, that people want to be here. Sorry, I got runaway hair there. And just overall, it just shows your support. It lets me know that, hey, I don't think you're boring, or, you know, whatever. So do that for me. This is, let me turn this around so y'all can see. Show you I'm not hiding anything here. This is, it is copper clad wire. This is the SCAR 12 gauge. Okay, this is just a spool. This is something I use on a normal basis. I like working with this wire. For the price, it's hard to beat. Yeah, this is copper clad wire, okay? This isn't, you know, we're not running fourth order with you know, 12-18s on this. You can. Okay, but you're going to lose some quality and stuff with copper clad, and everybody knows that. So, you know, let's not get into that. This is just regular 12 gauge for small applications. It is copper clad, but I don't know if y'all can tell. It actually looks like copper. When you look at this other wire that I run, this 12 gauge, do you see any copper in that, or do you just see aluminum or clad? Let's call it cladding, not aluminum. Let's call it cladding. You don't. I do like the SCAR wire. You know, everybody's hating on SCAR, but it's because SCAR's it's hitting the market by storm. They're putting stuff out there that people can afford. They're getting the numbers. You know, I'm not saying no, they're not the best on the market. They're not the elite. They're not, you know, but SCAR has got some competition to give everybody, okay? Nobody can deny that. Let's just stop arguing about that and go forward, okay? So that's some wire that I like to use. Now, on the other hand, I like to run stuff with big boy toys. Okay, this right here is what I like to run. This is solid copper, triple insulated and isolated. Can you see that? The leads are isolated. It's hard to see there. See how they're isolated? Noise reduction. Now this is expensive wire. Okay, let's get around here so I can give you some numbers. Oh, sorry. This is a kit. So I just pulled it down just to show y'all what I was working with here. It's hard to see it right there. All right. I have used this. If you guys remember, I used this on the L7 install. This is the Monster Cable Z series. Z1B reference energy coherent. I'm sorry. This is horrible. I should have had this ready. I just wanted to show you, not see, time corrective cable system. Anyway, this is a 12-2 system. See, the leads are black, red, really nice insulation, solid copper leads, well insulated. This sort of reminds me of an SO cable, if y'all are familiar with that. I'll just put that out there. And a lot of times I terminate these with banana plugs. No, I'm not sponsored by Monster, but hey, if you guys want to get on board, I'm with you. See, this is the Z series by Monster Cable. These are some banana plugs, old schoolers. This is for hi-fi, but I do run this in my car audio too, as you all have seen. I think this is awesome. You know, nice big, really good Monster Cable RCA plugs. You know, quality people. You know, I think that's a big thing. And you know, while we're harping on that little issue, let's get a box over here and talk about something real quick. I've heard this and that and this and that on things about, you know, terminals and about, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, and everybody nowadays are using regular galvanized terminals. Well, not me. Okay, there's my positive terminal, there's my negative terminal. That's solid all the way through the box. You know, yes, it's plated. Okay, I'm not saying it's solid gold. Nobody's using $1,000 terminals here. But it's really nice. You have a lot of extra room on the outside. I don't know if y'all can see how long that is. This is probably a 2.5 inch terminal. But big, nice leads. You know, it'll handle up to, I think this is 10 gauge. See, still nice old school pull throughs, or you can do it new age, you know, put your plugs in it. I think this is a given. Okay. And I've ran into some controversy about running car audio like this. Well, if it works in the hi-fi industry, why can it not work in the car industry? Okay. Yeah. Y'all want to explain that one to me? Hey, I'm all for it. Like I said, we're not running, you know, $300,000 systems here. Okay. The Geyser, I like those. It's a good plug. I'm trying to find a positive or a negative side. Most of mine are, I leave them disassembled on purpose. So, you know, sometimes that's just the way it works. But, see, look at there. Now, you have a solid lead, okay? So, speaker wire, solid, right to the mast. You have 2 set screws, okay? And when you're done with that, now, tell me, you got a better solution than that? That's solid. Then all you gotta do is you can shrink wrap that or tape it. I've never had any come loose. I've had boxes come back that have been pounding for 2 years and they still haven't come unplugged. So, you know, whatever you all think, I think this is just a really good way to upscale things, make things better. You know, use some quality stuff. Quit using galvanized crap. I know we're talking about base here, which base is not that kind of, you know, but show you with the sleeve on, you know, that's the way it would actually look. See there? I think it's awesome. So that would be inside. Now, if you're outside the box, obviously it's just the opposite. This is hard to do with one hand, chasing these things around and trying to do this. But anyway, just on the opposite, it would plug right into the front. See right there? That's what it's made for. Y'all see that? Right here. If I get my fat fingers out of the way. See right there? And then on the outside of your box, look at that connection. That's solid. You know, no BS there. Okay, anyway, moving on. I ain't gonna harp on that too long. I want to show you all a couple things. So at the end of the day, I think it's, you know, it's just all in the eyes of the beholder, like everything else in life. You know, I'm not saying what I do is better or what you do is wrong or whatever. Oh, here's one of those. You know, put over your leads. You know, just separate your leads, keep them intact. You know, nice little boot. These are cheap. You can buy them by the bag of 100 for nothing. You know, step up. I use a lot of these right here. These little Wago connectors. I don't know if it'll zoom in there. I was trying to AWG. You can run all the way to 12 gauge, no problem. I think they're amazing. You know, solid connectors. They clip, they never come undone. This is what they use inside machinery for industrial applications, okay? This stuff is not weak. It works good. Think about it, okay? Couple dollars, make your life easy, make installs look better, feel better, more applicable. Think about it. Okay, so at the end of the day, y'all make the decision. I know I've said that a couple times. You got some extras here. You know, got another 4-pack here. I keep them in stock. You know, there's 4. There's another set, as far as terminals go, I wouldn't get away from them. You know. So that was that test. Now I want to show you. We've looked at a couple of fuses. Okay, let's go. I want to touch that real quick. So we looked at the sound box. Okay. You know, 120 regular O tube, DS18, regular 100 amp. Elite, you know, we got the micro 100, but I want to show you what I use. Okay, let's get that out of the way. This right here is a 150 amp breaker. What? Yeah, breaker. Okay, it's just like a fuse, but you can reset it. So right now the leads are capped. Okay, there's your leads. Right there, right there. Okay. So once you get your terminals on, you put the cap boots back on. It just keeps things from touching it. Okay. You know, it's already got some nice little screw holes. This thing is square. It fits anywhere. So I get some light on it. See the 2 screw holes right there and right there. Awesome. All right. When you're ready to play, right there, you got power. You need to work on something. Something's wrong. That kills the power to the whole system in one push. You know, you start playing too hard, get, you know, thumping for about 8 hours straight, something like that. This will throw, but you're not blowing a fuse. And then when you get under the car, you know, reset it, go right back to playing. You know, learn your limits. Yeah, this is only 150 amp. Okay, but it's better than 120. It's better than 100. It'll get you where you need to go. So I would suggest looking into these. They work really well. I've already been using them. They're awesome for different applications. That would be what I would suggest. I think for the money, you can't go wrong here. So I'm where I just sit here and talk. So, you know, but I wanted everybody to see and sort of compare different things. I'm sorry I didn't have a SCAR in-house today. It's Saturday, you know, 70 hours a week, a lot of hours. You know, sometimes I don't have time to do other things. So make a decision. Tell me what you think. You know, you guys chime in. You know, some people do on some installs. Got a lot of feedback on the hydros that I did. You know, people chiming in saying, "Oh, I got some smaller scars and blah blah blah." And okay, well, you know, it's your application. At the end of the day, it's your decision. It's, you know, up to you to make the distinction. But for me, I'm showing y'all what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and I started recording the customers and what they think. I think that's a big thing, so y'all know exactly how people feel. Some people don't want to be on YouTube. Okay, whatever. I get that. I'm there. You know, some people got crazy exes and you know, or whatever. Hey, I'm with you, okay? This is a stupid, crazy world, and you know, not all of us want to be out there and published, so I don't really care. So, go figure. Give me some love, guys. I'm trying to push this channel. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to show what the normal American can do with car audio. You know, you don't have to have a $5,000, $10,000 budget anymore. Okay, people think that, oh, if I do this, you know, it's going to cost me $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. No, come on, $1,200. You can change things. Okay, you can change things. New products, good products, installed right, good boxes, designed with quality. You know, pressure tested, mathematically done. Let's put it that way, okay? Yeah, I winked at you. So, all right, come check us out. This is Shreddbox Customz right here in Oklahoma. Give us a shout. All the stuff will be at the end of the video. Shoot us an email. Comment on the channel. I'll get back to you. Peace.